Okay. And I had a little intro with my daughters. Don't know if I'll be able to put it in with this. You gotta love Florida with the sandspurs. I'm at mile 5.2 right now. If it wants to do it. That says 5.2, 5.24. And I'm just gonna talk a little bit. If I feel like it, if I feel like just being quiet, just enjoy the nature of things and kind of go from there. The whole little bit about why I started running. By the way, I'm going on a 9-mile run. The most I've ever ran was 8, like I said previously. But I'm following this new little running schedule. I'm pretty sure it's by JTV on YouTube. JDV, James Van Moore, JV, and something like that. I just started following his channel, so I got it wrong. And he showed a training plan of how many miles he recommends running per week. And for my time length, I've been running for 11 months, is 40 miles a week. Today is supposed to be a 3-mile easy run, but I'm pretty much going for a 9-mile easy run, long run, because I've taken a week off since my 5K last Saturday, which I got 22:44. Now with that being said, 5.3, we're at about for some reason it doesn't want to focus, at 9:50 pace right now. So to start off, I do absolutely love running. I never did it competitively. The whole reason I got started with it, believe it or not, watch this big sandspur area, is because of anime. Dragon Ball Z is what got me to start watching boxing. Dragon Ball Z got me to start boxing. And after I started boxing, about a week and a half into it, I started watching this anime called Hajime no Ippo, which is an awesome anime about boxing, more sandspurs. And what it pretty much did was, it was just so perfectly synced how I was new to boxing and how the main character Ippo was new to boxing, and the synchronicities were just so wonderful, to the point that from that point on I decided, you know what, I want to do something cool. I want to be the main character of my own anime, the way Joe Rogan puts it, be the hero in your own movie. Consider it that, but be the protagonist in your own anime. It's the best way to get me to get it in my terms. By the way, I run in grass because of shin splints. I wanted to join the Marines when I was a teenager, and I wasn't used to running, so I just started running a whole bunch on the sidewalk like an idiot, and I got bad shin splints. And now the only time I run on the sidewalk or road is for a road race. I do not run on the sidewalk, just little bits and pieces. I'll go on the concrete here and there. But back in December, I watched this anime called Run with the Wind, and that anime pretty much inspired me to start running. At this time, I never ran more than 2 miles, like I said. And this show, I'm not sure if it's a real thing. It very well could be. They're all college students, and it takes a team of 10 to do I think it's like a 130-mile relay race, 13 miles each. It's called the Hakone Ekiden, and one of them can't even finish a 5K within under 30 minutes. And I just seen this happen, and just seeing, I won't spoil it, but just seeing one of the runners, the worst one there is, running his butt off, to the point when he crossed the line during one of his races, a major race, a lot of mileage, one or two teammates held him, and while he was breathing hard, and just all the effort and determination he did, I wanted to do something like that as well. So I ran on a treadmill at the gym, 1 mile for 1 week, 5 days a week, 2 miles a week, 2 days a week. And then the last week leading up to my 5K, I did 3 miles a week. I did 2.5 miles a week. I never even ran 3 miles when I did my first 5K. And I believe my first time was 24 minutes in like 50 seconds, 40 something seconds. I'm gonna kind of be quiet here. There's some kids. And I still feel dumb talking to myself while I'm running on the cell phone. I just stepped in a puddle and my sock is soaked right now. And I'm at 5.8 miles right now. How convenient can I get? I actually need to slow down my pace. I'm running about 8.5 minutes per mile right now. It's supposed to be my easy run, 18 to 10.5. So I decided to do that first 5K, and I live in Florida, and these 3 guys, 3 or 4, flew down from Puerto Rico specifically to race in this 5K, and it was this was COVID procedures still taking place, so I started in that first group and tried to keep up with them on my very first 5K, and needless to say, I got smoked by everybody. My time for that first 5K, like I said, was like 24 minutes, 50 something seconds. And I was getting passed by everybody. I came in like 60 something place overall. So, but I had fun. It was fun. I got the medal after, and it was something else. To the point that I wanted to keep doing it. So I actually signed up for another 5K, like 6 miles, 9:36 that mile. I probably need to slow it down just a bit. And I came in, I just, I didn't have a running watch. I didn't get this running watch till after my second race, probably around February or something. And I just ran the 5K. I wouldn't let myself run slower than 7 minutes, 45 seconds per mile. Actually, no, I had this watch after my first race, but I pretty much got it like a week before my second 5K. And no cars. And whenever I have a rule for my earlier 5Ks, even now, I don't let myself run slower than 7 minutes, 45 seconds per mile. Unless there's like a hill. If there's a hill, even if it's like a really big hill, I don't let myself go over 8.5 minutes per mile. And I was getting ready to leave after I finished that 5K. It was a little dumb. It was pretty decent size. So I'm looking at the chart just to see how I placed before I left. And I guess there's some towns that are more about running than others where I live. There's a pretty competitive one, which is where my first 5K was. And this town wasn't so competitive. So I went to look at the chart, and I was first place in the 20 to 29-year-old division. And it was the last thing I expected. I was surprised at myself to do something like that. I was expecting like another to get shown up again. And like I said before, I never trained for running specifically, but running has always been fun to me. And even in high school, we'd run the mile in PE. As I got older, I stopped caring as much about school like an idiot and everything like that, and I stopped really caring about PE. But whenever it came time to run, I would run, and I would always come in second place. You always have this gifted runner, just dominating me. But I would pass all the football players, pass the popular kids, all that little high school ecosystem stuff. I always came in second place. And I never even thought about distance running. I would see these things about marathons on the Olympics here and there, just casually walking by the TV as I grew up, and I would see these marathon runners, and I never even considered the fact that I would run a marathon ever in my life. And now, all of a sudden, I'm making goals that once I get to where I run 100 miles a week, I'll do my first marathon, try to qualify for Boston, New York marathon, see where I can get, and just push it, because I have a very intense mentality. When I put my mind to something, nothing will stop me from accomplishing it, including this. So I decided to really go for it. Of course, I got 2 daughters. I got a fiance I've been with for over 6.5 years now, getting close to 7. So, the priorities, I definitely, make the money, do what I gotta do to provide and make sure that my daughters have the best life possible, and they love the crap out of me too. So, but aside from that, my fiance is a legitimate fiance who, if I go to bed early, wake up early, I spend time with her, of course, but she's not sitting there complaining every night. Oh, let's spend time tonight. Oh, let's spend time tonight. Oh, let's spend time tonight. When she, she understands and she supports my goals and my ambitions. So I couldn't be more thankful for her than that. And when I get my first half marathon to mark my 1 year of running, me and her are going to go stay at a hotel on the beach about 30 minutes from the marathon I'm guesstimating for that weekend. And that's where we can kind of enjoy it together. I'm talking a crap load. 6.4 miles right now, 6.45. Almost at 6.5 miles. Now, I'll probably film a little bit more and finish out my 9 miles. But with that being said, let me see. I got COVID back in April. I got to the point with the running where around April, I was running, I'd say about 3 months of running, March getting into April. I was running 6 miles a day, very, very easily, feeling like I could run more. And then I caught COVID. And when COVID happened, I got out of commission for about a month. And even after I waited a full month before I even got close to my family, I stayed in the room with the window open. And even at that point, I couldn't run 1 full mile after that happened. And you want to talk about upsetting, I didn't even think about half marathons or anything at this time. I was just thinking about 5Ks. And to go from 6 miles a day to not being able to run 1 mile really, really didn't depress me. But if you're watching this, you probably run. You can probably understand how you went through it. The suckiness of what that feels like. So, even now I'm running on the grass because of shin splints. So, right now, I think even at my July 4th 5K, I feel like COVID had a little bit of an effect when I came 3rd place in my age division. But I'm finally getting to the point right now where I feel like yep, it's always nice. And now I feel like I'm starting to actually get where I need to be. Again, I'm still not where I was, I think, but I think I'm getting there to where I was pre-COVID. The best part about that, of having COVID, if there was a positive from it, it's the fact that I watched literally hundreds of episodes of One Piece, my favorite anime, and it was completely fine because I couldn't work, I couldn't be around anybody. I watched around over 300 episodes in 1 week, I want to still check if that's possible, but I got a sand spur. False alarm. Sip of water. David Goggins style right here. 6.7 miles. I need to pick up. Running at 10.25 per mile right now. There's definitely a sand spur. And with that being said, when I used to box, this is the road I would run to. When I boxed, I didn't know much about distance running. So I would always sprint / walk. And then I got to where I was sprinting longer. And then I was like sprinting and jogging. I always had my sprint sections. And I would always Dragon Ball, before Dragon Ball Z motivated me. If I had a destination, Master Roshi told Goku, don't drive / fly the flying embers to get to where you need to go. Run, jump, climb, swim. Do whatever you need to do to get to where you need to go. So I started running to people's houses as long as it was reasonable. Like I said, it was all within 2 miles, so it wasn't nothing. But I just started running. And every day, I'd run to my cousin's. I would walk this because this was beautiful. This was always my it's kind of sketchy here, not gonna lie. Freaking Florida. I've had a cousin come from a high gang related area, and he came here to Florida. He made me laugh so hard once. We were outside at night, just talking. It was his first day here, and we heard this animal make a sound, and he was like, hell nah, over up there you hear people talking shit, but that sounded like something just died. So that's Florida for you. There's something on my sock that's not gonna leave me alone. So I'm kind of just gonna enjoy the nature right here. Almost at 7 miles. 2 to go. Seven miles. 7th mile, 9:59. 2 miles to go. 9 mile long run is done. I cannot wait to get that Hero 9, because when I get that, I'm going to go and turn around now, because I only got 2 miles left. When I get that Hero 9, I'm going to start filming myself legit, even if, no one watches it. Put it on YouTube for myself, have my own little journey, and as the time goes, I'll just get better at the whole process. There's a vehicle coming. Let me get to the side here. One moment here. 7-Eleven. I like my area though. There's a lot of nice people. 7.11 miles. Whew. Okay. Man, this takes me back to when I was 19. I got to the point where I became a semi-pro on the video game Halo, and I put all that effort into it, and out of nowhere the game just died. Just do what you enjoy, do what it is that you want to do, because nothing's ever guaranteed. Probably film until 7.5 miles. Last little bit. Okay, I want to get to the point where I maybe add some background music if I feel like it. I want to have some beautiful nature runs. Just have it to where you know, you just hear nature, no music in it. When I get the actual legit camera for it, get some good angles, but you use what you got. In the meantime, you know, I had 9 miles to run. I just wanted to start filming, and screw it, you do with what you got until you get it. You know, I didn't think about it. Like I said, the furthest I've ever ran is 8 miles, and I knew I was gonna run 9, but the fact that I'm at 7.29 miles right now, 7.3, been running 1 hour, 12 minutes, 3 seconds. I'm almost to my furthest run. And I'll get to where I put my Strava links in the description so I can, you know, start getting that going, because I didn't even know what Strava was until literally 6 days ago, watching all this running stuff on YouTube again lately, because after COVID I started lifting weights more, and I checked it out and it looks awesome. I got nobody to follow, and I got no friends to follow me, so where we can kind of, you know, not really run with each other, but kind of run with each other, just, you know, see how people are doing. There's 2 different ways I could go right now. Kind of keep the street down. I pretty much ran this enough that I know if I go left, where's going to be the 1 mile left. If I go right, where's going to be the 1 mile left. Every runner's favorite part. Oh, the cop got somebody. Oh, 7:51, less than a half mile to beat my old record on the longest distance ran. The way I am mentally, I feel tempted to run 10 miles, but I know for a fact I need to keep it at 9 and probably progress, like, give or take 15 miles a year. Once I get to 8 miles, call it. Maybe, yeah, 8. I tried cycling for a little bit, and it's really fun. I got a road racer bike and some cleats, the pedals for the cleats, so you can pedal up while pedaling down. And I fell so many times, and then the bike got like 2 flat tires now, and it's just kind of hard to figure out. It's not like running where you put on shoes and go. And a road racer, you gotta actually ride it on the road, and some people drive crazy sometimes. But I'm gonna get it fixed up here when I can, and get a new roller. And on days I'll run in the rain. I love running in the rain. But on days when it's lightning, Sandsper confirmed. On days when it's lightning and everything, ride the cycle on my roller inside the house or the garage or something for like an hour and a half. Some legit cardio. By the way, I'm a fan of Matt Fitzgerald and his audiobooks. I got the Combat Quotient and 80-20 running. I listen to audiobooks every so often, and probably listened to about 15 this year. So 12 to 15, roughly a book a month, which isn't the best, but you know, it's a good habit I got into. And yeah, I don't have a coach or anything for this stuff. I'm just kind of going on my own here, which I'm more of I like, you know, doing my own thing solo anyways. But it wouldn't hurt to have somebody to run with, you know, a group to do things like that with. Almost at my record. Let's see what we're at. 7:78. It's messing with my pace when I stop. Been running 1 hour, 17 minutes, and 9 seconds. Oh, I feel like Elliot Kipchoge. No, I'm just kidding. Dude is amazing though. Ah, 7.83 miles. Let's get it. Proof will be on my Strava. I actually got about 2.5 minutes left to film anyway, and before my memory runs out, I gotta delete some space. So that works out perfectly. 7:89, almost at 8 miles, and I'm pretty close to the 1 mile mark to getting back to my starting point, and I'll be all set. Gotta remember that it's weird filming and talking the whole time you're running. I feel like I talked a crap load, but I feel like it probably wasn't as comprehensive as I wanted it to be. I'm starting to officially feel it in my legs. I'm not a pro by any means, but I'll see where it can take me. I really want to, I don't know what it is about it, but after my first race, I just don't want to stop. Maybe when I get a lot older, start incorporating some bodybuilding. I want to do like 100 push-ups a day, maybe like 2 gym days a week, 1 if necessary, because strength training will prevent injury and things like that. But I'll just run for now, see where it takes me. 8 miles, 10:17. With that being said, I'm gonna get this last mile back. Tomorrow's an easy 3-mile day. Sundays are going to be my 9 miles, but after taking a week off, I kind of wanted to do something. I hate just sitting around. So, thank you guys very much. We'll see how this goes from this point on until the next one.